Na adwene mu no. Yen say bibia. Mama yen veti o mane bo amade delay no. Na wabetena hono no akwa punch charge sika wo. Every single minute or two I watch makeup or the gold bar to no. Every minute be a tuanica or catch say yen tu shada. Because ye Jimmy taxpayer and a chrome and a reaction and on akobody 10,000 Ghana and an emagua bruchi and we front to my affair and what can and we chin in Nimabetan say ye Jimmy yen postpone or Chinanians and tuanica. You just don't understand these people. You just don't understand them. Morally, you sometimes you ask yourselves, now I buy a 2 minute moji and what they are doing. This is an MPP woman. They are called e-levy, COVID-19 tax. Ninja original parliament can say engine tum. And she's very hurt because Oliver can't say minti yenjai BBA and yen chain. You know Oliver Kasevi and Oliver wine. Who the hell is Oliver? So we should stop everything. Why shakasok when you futata when you say at your age, what you would nim can say a Ghana most beautiful. I bet now say you are hurt. Into yenjai. So the taxpayer will still be paying you. Not defense minister designate, no. Ya man in coffee. Ya mom in coffee. I didn't tell you, so be a can say me. Purge parliament. It is not my job to purge parliament. It is parliament's job to purge parliament. And the chairman said, tomorrow we will get to the bottom of it. So what's your problem? Diabolic ideas. Adwene bone. That's why I say you don't treat the NPP as a group am I ready to serve. These are diabolic people, eh? Sanko for more opportunity. Now muntie kromfo.
We care, but I also want to ask you a question. The first allegation was directed at your side, majority side, and then the chair was robbed in. Is it the case that you don't care about your reputation? But don't forget, this is an institution. Parliament. Parliament has been impugned. We don't even have a basis to sit here. You are told you are corrupt. You've been taking money from nominees before you sit, before you approve. And then, shamelessly, you still come and sit. Oh, yes. I'm speaking in context. You still come and sit.
Honorable member, please withdraw the word shamelessly and proceed.
Well,
withdraw. Please withdraw.
I said in a certain context, but if it's a case that is offensive, it's withdrawn. You have been accused. You are being discussed in the media as taking bribe, and you don't find it offensive, and you say that we should forgive. We won't get to the bottom of it. We should still come and sit here and behave as the ostrich. Nothing is happening, and we go ahead. We in the minority side will not support you to do this. We won't inflict further pains on Parliament. We have suffered.
See this silly boy. He's not even an MP yet. His seat still has some contention on it. See this silly boy. Now Pempemu pa and was sprinting at his age. See this silly boy. Silly boy. Speaks anyhow. Like they feel so entitled at his age. Now Pempemu pa. And na we shape our phone always spring fin and so talk the them at his age. Such a silly boy. They feel so entitled. We have to listen to them. Because yeah, MPP for a minority. When these people got opportunity, see this silly boy. See him. See how he's exhibiting the highest form of silliness. See this silly boy. And he wants to prove like he's intelligent. Such a silly boy. Can I pimp him? At your age, you are pimp him up. And now this prayer found.
We care, but I also want to ask you a question. The first allegation was directed at your side, majority side, and then the chair was robbed in. Is it the case that you don't care about your...
They can't take care of themselves. They want to take care of Ghana. These people cannot even take care of themselves. Such a silly boy. So if somebody has leveled allegations against Parliament, and Parliament has a duty to perform, we should stop everything and wait for that allegation at the end of the day to be heard before Parliament works. These are the same people who keep telling us, oh, NDC is stopping government business. These are silly boys. Silly boy. In Sawam, if we wanted to go down and see the things you did, your people shooting somebody to kill that person, do you think you will be sitting in Parliament today? But even though we know your people and you yourself were involved in a crime, that somebody was shot at your constituency, which investigation is ongoing because it's an allegation, we cannot say that because of that nobody should represent in Sawem. And silliness. Such a silly boy making silly statement out of silly group. And the silliness that attached to that silliness attached to his silliness is so sillinessness. Such a silly character. The silliness, the silliness in his sillinessness, it does not even make sense. Such a silly character, silly boy. And we entertain these things. Now, I'm not sure Debbie. Enter I here for the chairman of the committee. When Joe Wise was the chairman, time and MPP were power on the at the committee. Yeah, when they were vetting and this MPP time, yeah.
The rules, or else I'll go past you and call other people. Mr. Chairman, I think that I have to make it clear that I am not happy with the way that I am treated on this committee. Mr. Chairman, I want it on record that I never impugned ill motives to the nominee. I simply referred to scandals and sought to find out how he left the bank, so we assure ourselves that he had no role in those scandals because a vice president was held responsible and he also left as vice president. I never impugned ill motive. I never accused him, and I would like that to be on record that I am not happy about the way you have treated me on this committee.
Honorable Suhini, you're not ready to ask the question. I'll move on
to my next question.
No, I've ruled you out. I'm asking another person too.
What kind of rudeness is this?
Honorable Cabo.
What kind of rudeness is this?
Honorable Cabo.
You see, this is when they were, they were in power. Please, let me plead with you. I'm here for. If you cannot do the job, walk home. I just have what I know say. Sala cap at it war. What somebody's asking questions. Joe Wise. One was a chairman's abonsu. Mufia so much canopy yase. Or say chairman's Joe Wise. Na kuma nye the pacemaker show $500,000. Parliament seeking a tam de makwasi ampenyi and obekacha also papa mobra. Now what now say I'm pleading with you. You are pleading with who? Did you hear Joe Wise? He cut him off. Munya to me alamu didn't kwasi asama NDC for na mo person will please you or hini bia mo person will please you or hima bia mo person will please you sofu bia na yase san kwasi asama de chechire man. Sometimes you need to be crazy to get what you want. Ain't I here for? Tomorrow you'll be watching you. That thing must stop. These are they are insignificant. This minority, they are insignificant. We don't need to hear from them. These should be taped. These people, their mouths should be taped for Ghanaians to listen to the NDC. Today you are sitting there pleading with them. And it's not like we have a hung parliament. We have a minority that is supposed to stay home and babysit their girlfriends' children. We have a minority who are supposed to be sitting at home and babysitting people's kids. These are twerps who don't have any relevance to our political discourse now, our governance system now. They don't play any role. So why do you give them the opportunity to misbehave sillinessly? Because Annor Dompreh, he was using shamelessly. And the Obikajan says silly or Dimrikako Parliament acquire report or chain. In his statement, in front of Parliament, in front of his colleagues, he was telling his colleagues that they are shameless. But somebody just told this silly drunk that you are silly. Not the Dimrikako Parliament. Mr. No Akwejina Parliament. That's what he was saying in Parliament today.
A lady I have never met in my life. Only later to be told she's called Victoria Mbefa Hardcastle, who is the acting chief executive officer for the Petroleum Commission. Speaker, I didn't say a word to her. I didn't provoke her in any way. Suddenly, insults were being hurled at me. Silly, stupid, useless. At a point, I thought they were referring to somebody. I turned. Well, if you doubt it, listen to me. When I'm done, the video is all over social media. Speaker, I felt abused.
Please address me.
Speaker, with the greatest of respect, I felt very abused. And there, I felt, how can a man be killed in his own backyard? Even if there should be any crucifixion, the crucifixion should not be done in my own house.
You hear the nonsense going on in Ghana. On what in a parliament committee, you can say NDC forum to me is shameless. Somebody tells him he's a silly boy. Would you go parliament? Wakoshe eye Vietnam suit to be iron and nice and antabe, you know, say on TSC. Somebody has spoken to him that he's silly. You see how foolish these people are. You don't engage such idiots. Yeah? Mama sure how foolish the NPP is. And why are here for? And yet NDC for na munim si be handle power. NDC for na mubi. You think power is easy. Do you know how you got this power? You have no idea. You people have no idea how you got this power. 99% of you MPs in parliament, muni idea. You have no idea. Muni an iota of idea how you got to parliament. 99% of you, the NDC MPs, you don't have an idea. So do not. Mama Nyama actually said you are going to try and treat this as a normal thing. Don't. If God had not given way, kamunya power way da. It is only Allah and or teen enimu chiremo. Ayo nyankopon the teen enimu and things empire ni pebi omakoma to from eboma echire nyankopon or teen enimu chiremo. Kamunya power da. And so you people get the power. Now, Mumubi Moji say it is just yaba parliament. You think it's easy? Munkobu se Kufuado. Have you seen a Kufuado? When you go see Uno, when we be all. Do you think it's easy? But just at the form sana. Do not underestimate what you have today. Mama Nyankopo who say Munim Nyansa. Naman Kutadu Adamamuye or Jia, you never have it again. This Annor Dompreh kwasi ampenyi we. Remember the story. Do you remember the story? Annor Dompreh ekache Mahama say he's a curse on Ghana. Kwasi awi amfen Annor Dompreh. And the original parliament is so be catching so silly. He was told to apologize or say apologize. Said that. Annor Dompreh kwasi ampenyi we. Na mo tete Ghana na mo just say ana mo people for na mo just say nyina ye Jimmy Ohun. Such a man to me abronyamu. Annor Dompreh kache John Mahama, who was an ex-president. Obra John Mahama bo. Annor Dompreh kwasi ampenyi ombo mu half. One makura wo onje Annor Dompreh kwasi awe. Annor Dompreh obra John Mahama bo na brabom. Annor Dompreh mbo mu kota. Kwasi awe kache Ghana for say on the stage say John Mahama is a curse. Amanfoka said this is too strong. Apologize. Kwasi ampenyi na pempe metutu akosipre na pempe say onye. Annor Dompreh or say he's not going to apologize. This fool. Akwawi.